Shalom, 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 Yasha'Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamu Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called Yahawah Bahasham have cast down the thrones of the proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and His only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. Right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right, like I said, today's lesson is going to be called Yahawah Bahasham have cast down the thrones of the proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. Right, and that's coming soon. All right, and who are those proud princes? Right, in this case, Babylon. Right, aka Babylon, aka America, aka modern day Egypt, daughter of Babylon, the great whore, whatever you want to call it. All right, I came across this article. It says U.S. judge to hear bid to block Trump birthright citizenship order. All right, you see that the proud look. It says Seattle, 4 Democratic led states will urge a federal judge in Seattle on Thursday to block President Donald Trump's administration from enforcing his executive order curtailing the right to automatic birthright citizenship in the United States. It says the executive order issued by the Republican president on his first day on office on Monday has already become subject of 5 lawsuits by civil rights groups and Democratic attorneys general from 22 states who call it a flagrant violation of the U.S. Constitution. It says senior U.S. District Judge John Kofner in Seattle is set to hear arguments on the request by Democratic state attorneys general from Washington State, Arizona, Illinois, and Oregon for temporary restraining order to prevent the administration from carrying out this key element of Trump's immigration crackdown. The challengers have argued that Trump's action violates the right enshrined in the Citizenship Clause of the Constitution's 14th Amendment that provides that anyone born in the United States is a citizen. It says Trump, in his executive order, directed U.S. agencies to refuse to recognize the citizenship of children born in the United States if neither their mother nor father is a U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident. In a brief filed late on Wednesday, the U.S. Justice Department, Salakia, called the order an integral part of the president's efforts to address the nation's broken immigration system and the ongoing crisis at the southern border. The lawsuit filed in Seattle has been progressing more quickly than the 4 other cases brought over the executive order. It has been assigned to Kofner, an appointee of Republican former President Ronald Reagan. The judge potentially could rule from the bench after hearing arguments, or he could wait to write a decision ahead of Trump's order taking effect. Under the order, any children born after February 19th whose mother or fathers are not citizens or lawful permanent residents would be subject to deportation and would be prevented from obtaining Social Security numbers, various government benefits, and the ability as they get older to work lawfully. More than 150,000 newborn children will be denied citizenship annually if Trump's order is allowed to stand, according to the Democratic-led state. Democratic state attorneys general have said that the understanding of the Constitution's citizenship clause was cemented 127 years ago when the U.S. Supreme Court held that children born in the United States to non-citizen parents are entitled to American citizenship. The 14th Amendment was adopted in 1868 following the Civil War and overturned the Supreme Court's notorious 1857 Dred Scott decision that declared that the Constitution protections did not apply to enslaved black people. It says, but the Justice Department in its brief argued that the 14th Amendment had never been interpreted to the extent citizenship universally to everyone born in the country, and that the Supreme Court's 1898 ruling in the United States versus Wong Kim Ark concerned only children of permanent residents. The Justice Department said the case by the 4 states also flunks multiple threshold hurdles. The department said that only individuals, not states, can purse claims under the citizenship clause, and that he states the lack of necessary legal standing to sue over Trump's order. It says 36 of Trump's Republican allies in the U.S. House of Representatives on Tuesday separately introduced legalization to restrict automatic citizenship to only children born to citizens or lawful permanent residents. All right. So as you see, this is another, division amongst this kingdom. All right. And you see, how proud, like he came in, first day, he just started writing up, signing amendments, signing different things, his first day in office. All right. And just when he came in, when you watched his speech, he basically put that division right down the line. Right. And we see that this place, the scriptures talk about it. Right. But it's the proud. Right. He is the definition of pride. And that's this whole country. Right. It's just set up in its prideness and its, like it can't be touched. All right. Let's go to, let's get a couple scriptures real quick. All right. Let's go to, let's get into the scriptures. All right. And let's go to the book of Psalms. All right. Let's go to the book of Psalms. And let's go to Psalms 49. And let's go to verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, right? And what did he do, right? He came in, he was talking about, hey, we're going to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, right? He came in, ready, changing names, right? This is who they're speaking about. This is who the scriptures are speaking about, right? They're speaking about, the devil and his pride, man. All right. So it says their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, right? That's why they want to make this place great again. All right. But, the scriptures tell you, when we read the book of Obadiah, right? Let's go to the book of Obadiah. Right. Because this is a proud place. Right. The book of Obadiah. Right. And verse number 3, it says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right. And that's their thoughts. Right. No one. Right. He came in talking grizzly, talking big stuff. All right. Started signing documentations, damn near an hour after his whole inauguration. He started going in there and start signing stuff. All right. The pride and the proudness, right? Because they're thinking is that this is going to last forever. Right. But it says the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Right. Has deceived thee, Esau. right? Starting with those top banking families, those elites on down, right? Because those are the ones who are really pulling these strings and doing this stuff, all right? It says that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right, and that's their thinking, right? That's the thinking of this devil. All right. Um, let's go to the book of Mark, right? Let's go to the book of Mark, and we're gonna go to Mark 3, and let's start at verse number 24. All right. Mark chapter 3 and verse number 24. And it says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Right. And that's what we see. Right. This place is divided. Right. They're ready to sue, put lawsuits, do all different types of things upon each other. Right. Revoking, past bills that were done before. Right. Through Sleepy Joe. Yeah, he's coming in and just retweaking all that and redoing all that. All right. Because this place is greatly divided. So it says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. All right. It says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. Right. And we see that this end is close. All right. Because this place is greatly divided. All right. Greatly divided. Right. And the Lord is continuing to reveal, to the people who this person is. Right. When it says so that the son of perdition may be revealed, we know who he is. And we see because he does everything according as the scriptures say that he done. Right. His whole thought is that we're going to make this place great again. Right. Nobody's going to bring it down. You know what? I'm gonna name this whole Gulf. We're gonna name it bump Mexico. We're gonna call it Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, Salakia. That's their whole thought, right? But that pride is gonna lead to their destruction. All right, that pride is gonna lead to their destruction. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. I'm not gonna make this too long. Proverbs 16 and verse number 5. It says, every one that is proud in heart is an abomination to Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. All right. They're going to get what's coming to them. Right. And the Lord said that they shall build, but he's going to throw down. Right. He's going to continue to throw this stuff down. All right. So this place is ultimately going down. And those of our people who want to, go along with this, and be a part of this, who put their trust in it, like Lamentations 4 and 17 says, and you're gonna go down, you're gonna go down with them. You're gonna feel the wrath that the Heavenly Father has, for this devil. You're gonna feel that same wrath, right? Because you want to join hand in it. All right, and this place, you see, that's the civil unrest, right? And now, just seeing this just kind of reminds me of that movie, right? When you think about predictive programming, that Civil War movie that they had, and they were asking about, what kind of citizen are you? What kind of U.S. citizen are you? Right? This stuff is coming to play. All right. This is what's soon to happen, man. And the Lord is getting ready to throw this place down. All right. And if you want to be a part of it, you're going to feel it too. All right. Let's see. Let's go to my last one. Right. Let's go to Book of Sirach 10, and let's start at verse 7. All right. The Book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 7. Right. It says, pride is hateful before the Most High and man, and both doeth one commit iniquity. Right. So pride is hateful before the Most High. All right. And it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right. And guess what? This is coming up in this time. All right. This has happened many times before, right? It happened to us. The kingdom was taken away from us, right? And given to the bases of men. Now it's coming back. All right. Right. Because of their unrighteous dealings, right? Look what they do. All right. You have, you built this whole country off of free labor, right? Paying people the bare minimum, right? Bringing people in. And then now you want to try to discard people, right? And this place is so greatly divided, right? That we see that this unrest is going to be coming soon. All right. Let's jump down to verse number. Let's jump down to verse number 13. Right. It says, "For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination." And it says, "And therefore Yahawashi brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly." Right. This is what's about to happen to Esau. Right. These things have happened before, and these same things are about to happen again. All right. He's about to overthrow them utterly. Right. And this place Babylon is going to be made desolate. It's going to be made desolate. Right. It's going to be a hard fall. Right. From a high place. This place is going to fall all the way to the bottom, like Isaiah 47 says. All right. Verse number 14, it says, "Yahawah have cast down the thrones of the proud princes and set up the meek in their stead." Right. And this is what's about to happen. All right. What does it say? The meek shall inherit the earth. Who are the meek and the lowly? Right. Those are the Israelites. All right. Starting with the elect. All right. Starting with the elect of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right. And you of the diaspora. All right. So it says, "The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place." And that's what the Lord is coming to do. All right. It says, "Yahawah overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth." And that's what's going to happen to this place. This place is going to be destroyed to the foundations of the earth. All right. This place is going to be what John the Revelator said, the lake of fire. All right. This place is greatly divided and it shall be destroyed. All right. This place is going down. All right. And there's no saving it. Right. This place is utterly going to be destroyed. All right. And that proudness, right? It's an abomination to the Lord. All right. And the Lord is going to bring them down. They're proud of heart. They think that they've done all this thing, right? They've done all this, right? It reminds me of, what was the, I can't think of the name, who tried to give himself the glory. I don't know if it was Agrippa, Salaki, if we could post it in there. But, when he tried to give himself the glory and gave not Yahawah the glory, and the Lord immediately, killed him dead. I believe, I don't know if it was the worms or something, ate him and killed him dead because he didn't give the glory to Yahawah, the proud of heart, right? And this place is so greatly divided. I was watching Gladiator 2 yesterday, and you see how in the division they try to, in that Roman Empire, this is the Roman 2.0. All right. Because it's the same mentality. You just saw how they were just backstabbing and overthrowing people to get to the top. And it's that same thing, right? Because that house is divided and it fell. Right. The same way. All right. This place is greatly divided. Right. We see the civil unrest coming, right, because of this. Right. There's going to be a lot of pushback. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Right. The Lord is casting this place down. It's throwing it down. All right. Because ultimately, we know that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning with that follows. All right. So all these things have a purpose. Right. And like the Jeremiah 28, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old have prophesied against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what we continue to prophesy against this place, that this place being divided shall not stand, and it's going to ultimately fall with a great fall, right? Like Revelation 18 said, Babylon is fallen, is fallen. All right. And that's what we continue, to pray, and we continue to see, through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right. Because this place is greatly divided. All right. But the Lord has cast down the thrones of the proud. All right. And set up the meek in their stead. And that's what we're seeing, So with that, I'll leave it at that. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Kol Holo Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Qadash, right? Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men, and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another. Continue to pray for the downfall, right? That Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will cast this throne down, all right, and set up the kingdom of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, all right, in its stead. All right, and with that, I want to say shalom.